What's up, guys? What up? Yo, what's good, what's up? Welcome to Wintertide Tuesdays, where Tuesdays I play Code Realize Wintertide Wintertide Miracles for the holiday season, and I totally forgot to edit the stream title before I went live, so I knew I forgot to do something. But anyways, hello guys, welcome in. I know I was supposed to stream this yesterday, but and I was supposed to be streaming Crisis Core today. That was my plan. I was planning to get Crisis Core digitally and play it on stream, but due to reasons I cannot say, so it's most likely gonna have to be the end of this month when I start streaming Crisis Core. I know it's a little bummer, but it's okay. But sorry, I had a burp. I thought I had a burp. I'm good. But hello. I'm Beth Anime. Y'all could call me Beth or Bethan. It doesn't matter. My pronouns are she, her. I'm an aspiring voice actress, cosplayer, gamer, Twitch affiliate, streamer. You guys can find me at BethAnime19 here on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Hive. And it's time for some more flirting with anime dudes. It is time for some more Impey time. Just go ahead and turn off the music. I should probably turn off the music. At least I started the game before I started stream, so. No! Don't play the opening! Don't play the opening! Don't give me copyright! Do not get me copyright. Okay, last where we left off, though, was when Impey was about to give us a gift, but I had to stop because my controller battery was on the verge of death. I posed my question watching Impey's hand search in his pocket. What soon appears is a mysterious switch-colored bright shade of red. What is that? Oh no! Is it a ring? Oh shit! I had my TV on! God, I'm so off today! God bless America. I had my TV on. Wait, what? Nemo the scientist. A mysterious red switch. It's a combination I can't help but feel apprehensive about it, but shall we press it since we have it? Okay, so it's not a ring, so. When I was captured in the Nautilus, I had the chance to speak with Nemo for a bit. I don't think he's a bad person exactly. Helping you out here too. Yeah, so good luck.
さりげなく遠ざかるのやめて。あ、いや、君に被害が出るぐらいなら、俺一人で押す方がいいけどさ。
I'm joking. I stand tall next to Impey and we both place our hands on the switch.
覚悟はいい？じゃ、いくよ。
Firework! And then
3、2、1、0!
The moment we press the button, silence hovers between us. happened?
なんだよネモのやつ。ここでただのハったりとか。
Thunderous explosion echoes in the distance, causing my cheeks to tremble in shock.
はあ、ひょっとしてひょっとするとマジでまずかった系のやつ。
Impey alternates between the direction of sound of the explosion and the switch in panic, as if to ridicule his panic. That's a word I've never heard before. I knew it was firework! Happy New Year! In like 2.5 weeks. Huge flower blossoms in the air. Whoa!
おいおいおい。
With each resounding crack cutting through the air, flowers bloom in the night sky one after another. And each time the fireworks change color. The Crystal Palace, the sheets of snow, all washed under the radiant gleam of color. Beautiful doesn't even begin to describe it. Samaya! It's a spectacle, pulled from out of a dream. Oh! Guys, I totally forgot to mention, just because since Crisis Core came out today, I was gonna save this for when I play the game, but I figured since it's out today, now it's as a good time as any.
Me? Gungaga.
I ruined the moment. I'm sorry. Wow.
何が出所祝いだか。ネモのやつ、とんでもねえもんよこしてくれちゃって。
That's pretty. You'll have to return the favor to him with a present someday.
そうだね。こりゃ特大の考えないとだね。
Nah, you're good. Remember how I played Sephiroth theme when he wasn't on the screen? Yeah, I remember. That was last stream. Hold on to my cat plushie. Name him Victor. Oh my god! Oh my god! Impey pulls me into a gentle embrace.
聞いてくれるかな、カルディアちゃん。
Sure.
バレバレだったと思うけどさ、俺今日あえて君の前では避けてた言葉があったんだ。
As he begins to explain, the pieces of the puzzle vaguely pull together. Now that he mentions it, right, there were a few times today when Impey unnaturally hesitated with his words. Is that word?
そう、俺が君を見るたびにいつもつい口に出しちゃう言葉。そして昼に君が求めてくれた言葉。だからあえてそれをためてじっくり考えてみたんだ。
Impey looks at the sky once. The night sky lit from the spread of fireworks.
そんで痛感した。自分がどれだけこの言葉を普通に使いすぎちゃってたか。でもさ、やっぱダメなんだ。考えて考えてじっくり考えてもやっぱり言いたくてたまらない。君への思いを紡ぐのにこれ以外の言葉が見つからない。だから
An exceptionally large firework plume. The biggest firework in the entire evening. Before that sparkle could disappear, Impey takes a huge breath. Boy, just say
大
it.
好きだよ、カルディアちゃん。
He said it. Oh. Kiss her!
ほんと大好き大好きだ。愛してるよマイプリンセス。この言葉は家族の好きでも仲間の好きでも友達の好きでもない。世界でたった一つ、世界でただ一人君だけに送る俺からの大
Kiss her! Kiss her! Yeah. It's a gentle one, it's gentle and warm, and it brims with passion. Each time it's spoken, my heart feels full. Your I love you, it really is special. Hey, Impey, our I love you is the same, right?
もちろんだよ。大好きなカルディアちゃん。
Kiss her! Under the brilliant sky colored by science, Hippie yells out loudly as if to boast to the world about our feeling. Feelings more vivid and beautiful than fireworks or anything else. Man, you... Oh, come on! Not even a smooch! Damn! Damn! Well, we now just finished Impey's route. Only, at least it's better than that near convention when he said when they were in the plane, his plane, right? Alright, next one. Already got Fran, already got Impey done. Alright, let's see, who's next? Fuck it. Oh, Lupin? Fuck it. I was gonna go with Saint, but, yeah, Lupin. Why the heck not? Okay, we do not need to, nope, we already know about this. We don't have to do this again. No, we don't need to hear the plot, thank you. Blah, 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 blah. We start on Lupin's. I stream this for Valentine's Day. Saints next! Noah. Winter. We enter on a dark, cold night. On an icy, early winter's night, beneath a moon so starkly cold it feels as though even breath would freeze.
これは盛大な歓迎痛み入る。他人の生き地で醜く肥え太った悪徳商人殿。あなたが罪なき人々を虐げた末に手に入れた虚名の象徴、黄金のネックレス。この麗しき泥棒紳士、アルセーヌ・ルパンがいただいていくぜ。
My elegant voice echoes through the night, shattering the winter silence like glass. What? What? What, Grace? What? Excuse me? Geo Daddy say you was Lupin? What? Okay, I'm so glad we chose his route then. Holy shit!
何をしている。捕らえろ。殺しても構わん。
Upon hearing the merchant's cry, a small army of hired thugs rushes into the room. 10 of them, 20, 30. Bizarrely, the merchant begins to applaud, seemingly pleased by how many things his thugs he managed to summon. I chuckled breezily and spread my hands.
おっと、悪い。いただくとは言っても、お題がまだだった。
Joker! No, not Joker.
んじゃ遠慮なく受け取ってくれ商人さんよ。別に釣りはいらねえからよっと。
Oh, chat, another thing I forgot to mention. For 2,000 gold rings, I do a new redeem where I do the anime stream. Just letting y'all know, I forgot to mention that too. I just added those right before I started stream. I wave my arm and thick white smoke instantly engulfs the chamber.
なんじゃこれは。下がれ下がれ。ただの煙じゃないぞ。体が
And with that, the merchant's small army is wholly incapacitated. Leaving the stunned thugs behind, I kick open a window, grab a roof tile, and sling myself onto the rooftop. I hardly need to mention it, but my escape route was planned long in advance. Laughing again, louder this time, I dance off to the roof and into the London night.
さて今夜も守備は上々と。相変わらず自分の手際に惚れ惚れしちまうぜ。
Dashing along the roof of the narrow wall, leaping from the rooftop to rooftop. Leaving the panicked voices calling after me far behind, I fly through the city as though my feet grew wings.
しかし詐欺を繰り返して私腹を肥やすなんざ悪党はどこの国でも変わらねえな。
I steal a glance at the necklace tucked safely in my pocket. I had researched it, and the merchant from whom I liberated the bauble had acquired it less than... God, I learned every new word that I can't spell out loud. Scrupulously. I know that the crooked fat cat won't report its theft to the yard. He wouldn't dare if the constabulary presses him about its provenance. He may very well find himself in prison. That said, it's possible that the yard may mount an investigation of their accord. My escape caused no small racket. Fish to us, it's none of my concern. The man brought it on himself.
じゃああとは適当なところで降りて人混みに紛れ。
甘いぞルパン。貴様の行動などお見通しだ。
レオンのおっさんどこから生えてきやがった。
Just as I was about to jump the gap to the next rooftop, a familiar face rose from beneath the eaves. I hadn't the foggiest where he may have caught wind of my nocturnal daring do. But nevertheless, here I stand before the captain of the Royal Guard and a platoon of his guardsmen. Any number of ploys I might play came to mind, but Lionheart was skilled. He had proven himself a troublesome adversary. Oh, I would love this part of the music. I want to wait a bit as I read. I click my tongue and stop cold skinning for an alternate route just as I spot one.
よし、総員構え。
I wanted to wait till my favorite part of this sound was on there, and it is Lei. Half a heartbeat later, the men waiting at attention had gained their guns on me.
おいおい、問答無用かよ。
当然の行動だ。この誇り高き王室近衛兵長ランパール・レオンハルト。犯罪者風情と問答をする気はない。
話すと話術に惑わされるから何も考えず撃とうってだけの話だよな。 し、兵長殿に聞かれるぞ。
心配せずとも中身はゴム弾だ。当たっても骨がへし折れる程度だから安心してお縄につけ。
だあ、その発言のどこに安心できる要素があるってんだよ。
Curses! 10 guardsmen with rifles aimed straight at my heart. I've had a little problem escaping without as much a flesh wound if I had been running this job solo. But
おいん、撃てー。
カルディア、
my body moves of its own accord. Rubber bullets may not be fatal, but a direct hit would still do serious damage. Adamant that none would get past me, I spread my cape wide to protect. It's not Cardia. I realized my mistake too late and immediately regret my actions. I might protect the whole of London from Lionheart's rubber bullets. It would be no avail. It would be to no avail. Why, my beautiful star apprentice always by my side, was no longer by my side.
当たった。
兵長殿、命中しました。ルパンは軒下に落下した模様です。兵長殿、
おお、よくやった。取り急ぎ落下地点を包囲せよ。
はっ。
あのルパンがこうもあっさり、何かの罠か。
ありえねえ。
My fall had been broken by a shrubbery. Thoroughly tangled within it, I mutter unconsciously to myself.
泥棒紳士ともあろうものがおっさんたちに不覚を取るなんざ。
A rubber bullet to the chest while it's distracted by some who hasn't been there. A head first fall into Topraries? I don't know how to say that. The preposterous vision of a pathetic purliner stuck in a bush. Doubtless one of my top 10 greatest failures. Top 10 anime fails. Trying to ignore the prickling pain, I force my way through the shrubs and regain my feet. The spark of luck amidst the misfortune, since I had fallen so easily, the guards would be on high alert, hackles raised. Indeed, London's finest appear to be moving with utmost caution. If I manage to melt away into the evening throngs, I'll be home free, though a more inelegant escape is hard to imagine. I use my wire to vault over a wrought iron fence, dodging tree branches, and swiftly turn onto another street. Though still dazed from the shock of the fall and impact, I break into a run.
くそ、なんてざまだよ。
If only this had been an isolated mishap, but the fact is I've been making far too many amateur blunders of late. Gritting my teeth against the cold, I sprint down the lane to the mansion.
おい、待て待てフラン、この薬めちゃくちゃしみるじゃねえか。
効き目優先って言ったのはルパンだよ。もうちょっとだから我慢して。
いや、だからってこの薬は。
世間を騒がす天下の大泥棒も医者の前では肩出しってやつ？
I feel like we just finished that dude's route. What the hell? My fucking desktop was open and now y'all could hear it repeatedly. Why? I am so off today.
Bing bong, hey, what's up? You're doing a bad job.
I am.
けどまあ、怪我したのがフランちゃんが屋敷に来てくれたタイミングでよかったじゃん。
本当にね。でもルパンにしては珍しいね。こんなボロボロで帰ってくるとか。
今回はあれだ、ちょっと調子が悪かっただけだ。
Victor had a day off from the clinic today. Visiting as any good friend might, he now finds himself royally attending to my route. I came back to the mansion quite exhausted and not in insignificant pain. Only to find myself thoroughly manhandled through Victor's medical machinations.
しかし派手にやられちゃってまあ。ほれほれ、ここの傷なんてこうしてつついたりしたら。いったあいった
Damn.
フラン、怪我人一人追加な。ついでに頭に病気ないかも見てやってくれ。
仲がいいのはいいけど、怪我人増やさないでってば。
Sissy!
悪いなシシ。お前にまで心配かけちまった。
Sissy's a good boy. First finish jabbed Impey and Lupin. Who is next? I'm gonna say Van Helsing's next. Oh shit! I let my body go, limb Sissy lapping at my hand. Healing quickly as is infinitely superior to this healing slowly, yes. And I asked for the stinging tincture myself. Stinging, more like hurting. It better not be poison. I keep my breathing steady as Victor applies the last of my dubious. God, how are these words new to me and how come I haven't spelled out these outright? Is this how, I think I remember this last week. I keep my breathing steady, Dubious, and Jewett. And Guint and Jewett, I can't spell like,
はい、これでおしまい。幸いなことに骨の損傷はないみたいだね。多くは内身と落下地の擦過所。そのあたりの痛みはすぐ取れると思うよ。
サンキュー。助かったぜ、フラン。
I roll down my sleeves gently, attempting to avoid the cuts and scrapes. Victor and Impey looked fixedly at me, a typical concern writ on their face.
それにしても、やっぱりルパンらしくないよね。
Hey, doing
まさか捕まりかけた上にこんなになって帰ってくるなんて。
だよな。ショルメ相手ならまだしも、相手はおっさんだったって話だし。
どうにも調子が出なくてよ。たまにはこんな日もあるだろう。つーかしれっと俺がヘボ探偵相手なら捕まるみてえな言い方するんじゃねえよ。
I try to summon up bluster, but I hear the lack of my conviction in my voice. It was clear even to me that the excuses and reassurance were falling flat.
調子が出ないか。傷以外には特に問題なさそうだけど。でも季節柄寒くなってきて少しずつ風邪も流行ってきたし、ルパン自身何か不調は感じてない？
いや、体の方は問題ねえよ。特に病気って感じもない。
原因が思い当たらないなら単に疲れてるんじゃないの？ほら、あの事件が終わってからもフランスに行ったりこっちで仕事したりでひっきりなしに動いてたわけじゃん。
そうだね。自覚はなくても今まで頑張ってた分の反動が来るのはありえない話じゃない。
So that's it. I mull the idea over, and it makes sense. I realize I've been nodding unconsciously.
つうかさ、こんな調子じゃそのうち本当にヤードあたりに捕まっちゃうぜ。噂の泥棒紳士アルセーヌ・ルパン、足を滑らせて転んで逮捕とか。
ねえよ。ねえよな。つうか、万一俺が捕まったら真っ先に共犯としてお前らの名前出してやるから覚えとけよ。
熱い信頼ですこと。
I can't help but grin at this. Shrugging my shoulders, Victor and Impey nod, and I laugh sardonically. Sardonically! I can't fucking say these
まあひとまず
words!
治るまで無理は厳禁。
I don't
体を休め
speak
ることが優先だね。
fancy! The fact of the matter is I can think of nothing more embarrassing than getting nabbed because I pushed myself too hard. With a single quick nod, I resolved to expect Victor's advice. 1 week later.
よし、ほぼ全開だな。
For the first few days of my convalescence, I took it easy, resting as I worked on my escape gadgets. Gradually, I began to move my body, transitioning to light exercise with Sissy. With all the time I had on my hands, it seemed a good opportunity to put a theory to the test. Oh no, he's hot!
別に俺の腕が鈍ったわけじゃなさそうなんだよな。
Warming up at a casual pace, I closed my eyes and listened carefully. The faint scent of machine oil wafting from the inner courtyard must mean Impey's tinkering with his machines again. Outside my window, I hear birds. Judging from the birdsong and wing flap, distribution there must be 4 of them.
よし、完璧。感覚はこれっぽっちも衰えてね。
In fact, it almost feels as though my senses are sharper than they were before. So while the amateur slip-ups lately, I still haven't the flockiest. I can tell you why! Cardia!
でかい山を越えちまったから気が抜けちまってるのかね。
My words dissipate into the empty air with nobody to hear them, but when I think of major turning points in my life, the absolute first thing that comes to mind is unsurprisingly the incident. Isaac Beckford's world-spanning terrorist action, what he called Code Realized. I had been aware of it and actively trying to quelch it since I left France. In the end, we were able to prevent the Oh shit, what fell? Oh, my antenna. In the end, we were able to prevent it in the conflagration from expanding beyond the UK's borders. Me, my friends, Pardia. After succeeding my master, it became my only goal, my raison d'etre. And to be perfectly blunt, it was the performance of heroic thief Arsène Lupin's life. With such monumental tasks achieved, I feel satisfied. I feel satisfied, elated, really. Perhaps that's why my moral code as a thief remains steadfastly unchanged, yet I no longer feel like my old self. I fulfilled my ultimate goal, and in so doing, perhaps lost something of myself. It does make sense. It makes sense, perfect sense, and yet
それだけじゃねえよな。
I feel restless, ill at ease, unable to shake the feeling I've lost something important. It feels like some force that I've been inside me for so long, something I had taken for granted was suddenly gone. As if privily to my thoughts, a knock reverberates throughout the house. My heart skips a beat. No, it couldn't be. Wales is on the other side of the country. She can't possibly be here. Yes, she does visit from time to time, but surely not today. Fully cognizant on the fact on a purely logical level. I nevertheless call out her name, hoping against hope for distant possibility.
カルディ。
おや、てっきりうたた寝でもしているのかと思いましたが、起きていたようですね。お邪魔しますよ、ルパン。
A slim figure stands in the doorway, though not the one I was expecting. It is the lord of the manor himself, the Count Saint Germain.
さんじゃねえか。なんだよ。帰ってきてたのか。
ええ、連絡が遅れて失礼しました。何分、先ほどロンドンに着いたばかりでして。
Has something happened with the shadowy organization Saint Germain seems to work for? Idea. After the Nautilus incident, Saint Germain had been spending less and less time at the mansion. But for whatever reason, he is once again returning to the mansion with frequency. Back when our lives were inextricably enmeshed with the Horologium, our personal goals came into conflict at times. But with that affair at an end, there can be no doubt Saint Germain is a trustworthy friend to us all.
旅の空でいい茶葉を手に入れましてね。世間話ついでにお茶でもどうかと伺わせてもらった次第です。男二人では花がありませんが、よろしければ付き合っていただけませんか？
Without waiting for my reply, Saint Germain begins pouring black tea.
ひょっとして 俺の調子が悪そうだってフランたちに聞いたのか？
Saint Germain claims some other half-articulated reason for dropping by, but I'm sure he's concerned for me. Grateful for the Count's thoughtful nature, I sit down across from him.
悪いな。気を使わせちまってよ。
いえいえ、お気になさらず。仲間を心配するのは当然のことですよ。しかしまあ、確かに珍しい姿ではありますね。
別に大したことじゃねえ。フランたちが心配しすぎなんだっての。
Indestructible as ever, Saint Germain scans my face wordlessly. His thoughts. Oh. His thoughts are impossible to read.
なんだ？どうした？
Just getting uncomfortable. Purposefully avoiding his gaze, I take a sip of tea.
考え事はカルディアさんのことでしょうか。
The Count expertly plucks that which had been ailing me from within the depths of my chest, and I hack dramatically.
お前、イデアとやらの力で人の心の中まで読めるとか言い出さねえよな。
まさか。先ほどあなた自身が名前を言いかけていましたので、確認のために口に出しただけですよ。とはいえ、そこまで素直な反応が返ってくるとは思っていませんでしたが。
Saint Germain managed to poke me right where it hurt, and I couldn't think of anything to say. Clearly pulling no punches, he takes another step toward me.
やはりあなたが調子を崩しているのは彼女の事絡みで間違いなさそうですね。
そういうことになるのか、やっぱ。
I couldn't deny it. Looking back, this is what almost got me caught by that crooked merchant's guard. And just earlier, when I couldn't collect my thoughts. They were always— They were always dominated by the thoughts of her, Ardia.
それだけ彼女の存在は大きかった。私とてあの花のような愛らしい姿がここにないことを悲しく思っていますから。
そりゃまあ、俺も当然寂しいのは否定できねえ。いやけどあいつだけが特別ってわけじゃねえぞ。バンやドラちゃんが出て行った時も同じぐらいの寂しさはあったわけだし。
そんなに慌てて言わずともよくわかっていますよ。
It was true, though, even Victor here in the same city, though quite a distance from Saint Germain State. The only people living here now are myself, Impey, and Saint Germain, master of the ants. Not to forget Sissy, but the human occupants number 3. Realizing how drastically my friends and the housemates have dwindled in the numbers, the black tea sits bitter in my throat.
最後の方は8人と1匹ですか。あの頃は本当に賑やかな日々でした。今この屋敷がこんなに静かなことが少し不思議なくらいに。
一番騒がしいやつはまだ残ってるけどな。
Still, even though I've had to part with friend after friend, parting with Ardia was another matter entirely. When I think of them, the first face in my mind's eye is always hers. Unable to deny the fact That fact to myself has formed a vicious circle, only making it worse. Unable to deny what's really going on with me.
先ほども言いましたが、ルパンが悩んでいる様を表に出すのは珍しいですね。とはいえ、12月の後半までにはなんとか調子を戻していただきたいところですが。
12月の後半
Says nothing, Saint Germain produces a broadsheet and slides it over to me. Wearing a puzzled expression, I cast my eyes over an unspontaneously presented article on the front page.
鋼鉄の町に聖夜の灯火を。ノーチラス事件からの復興を記念して、女王陛下は町を挙げて大々的にクリスマスを祝うことを発表。へえ、祭りってわけか。女王様も粋な計らいをするもんだ。
ええ、大きな被害があったからこそ盛大な祭りを開いて光を灯そうとのことです。せっかくですし、この屋敷でも祝いの一つもしようと思いますが、そんな賑やかな聖夜の祭りだというのに参加者が暗く沈んでいては悲しいですから。
The corner of my mouth turns up in a dry smile. The Count's way of being considerate is so very him. I'm sure he visited my room this morning and specifically to show me that article. After exchanging a few more pleasantries, Saint Germain eventually takes. Alone now, I absent-mindedly reflect on the events of the recent past. A massive blunder I still scarcely cannot believe I committed. Acting so unlike myself, my friends are voicing concern. And I just can't pull myself out of it. At the heart of it all.
カルディア、お前がそばにいないからだ。
I had to admit it to myself. Ever since Cardia left our merry band and returned to Wales, I haven't been able to stop thinking about her, and that led to countless little mistakes that keep adding up. To borrow Victor's turn of phrase, these must be the repercussions of my...
情けねえ。離れて初めて大切さに気づく。なんて、よく言ったもんだ。
What worth indeed. Without her here, I feel as though I've lost sight of who I am. I suppose that I had taken being with Cardia for granted, a matter of course. Immediately following this realization, bitter regret burns in the pit of my stomach. I think back to our parting. I'm considering going back home to Wales to live with Venice. It was shortly after we succeeded in preventing Isaac Beckford's heinous terrorist attack. From Cardia and Finn's perspectives, they had only lost their father. She delivered this news to the entire crew, with Finis by her side. I suspected such a day might eventually come. Our gang formed organically comrades united by shared objectives. Some of us achieved those objectives and some did not. Still, others among us found their objectives changed entirely. Among Us! Though we all had personal goals, once the most pressing issue had been quelled, our relationships did not remain the same. And that Milo, Cardia's decision to return to her family home with her only brother seemed natural enough. Even if all of us wished the day had not come quite so soon. And when that day of her departure arrived, I expended my every ounce of will to keep myself from stopping her. If a happy life with her family is what she truly desires, who am I to stop her? The train carrying Cardia receded gradually into the distance. The call-out of its steam whistle grew faint, then silent. And yet, there I remained. I don't know how long I stood up staring at those train tracks, stretching as far as the eye could see. If only I had chosen different words that day. If only I had been able to toss aside my vanity, my stubbornness, my pride, and simply yell out, "Don't go." Cardia may very well have stayed here in the mansion for days spent happily with Fred, and she would have been right beside me. I can just see her laughing so close our hands could touch. Could such a future have come to pass? Empty, meaningless fantasies of futures that might have been passed through my mind one after the other. Loneliness? No. That single word couldn't begin to describe the weight, choking heat of what I was feeling.
なんだよこの感情は。天下の大泥棒アルセーヌ・ルパン様が華麗さのかけらもありゃしねえ。
I fall flat on my bed, releasing an articulate groan. It's not as though I'll never see her again. She still comes to visit London from time to time. And Wales may be quite distant, but far from an insurmountable one. Skies were unusually clear, making the heavens seem even more vast than usual. At the far corners of my vision, the sun glints brightly in the stark winter sky. I wonder what Cardia is doing right now.
うだうだ考えてるだけじゃダメだ。それこそ俺らしくね。
Now that I understand what the problem is, there are any number of ways I can tackle the issue. Paying an unexpected visit probably wouldn't be the best idea, so first. Now, how to enact this plan I've got concocted. I sit at my desk, ruminating. God, look at that CG!
背景カルディア殿。近いうちにあなたの笑顔をいただきます。泥棒紳士アルセーヌ・ルパン。よし。これであとは情報収集して侵入経路、退路の確保。って違う。これじゃただの予告状じゃねえか。
I crumple up and toss away the sheet of letter paper upon which I have instinctively written one of my blah 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 blah. Written one of my typical dramatic notices. Scratching my head, I stare blankly at a new sheet of stationery equally as blank. We had exchanged letters before, though not with any particular frequency. But today, for some reason, the words are refusing to flow.
くそ、全然浮かんでこねえ。普通の手紙がこんな難しいとは。
I could bang out one of my theatrical intentions to burgle notices with barely half a thought, but when it came down to writing of this particular missive, it felt like I was dragging my pen hand through molasses.
しかめっ面してても仕方ねえよな。とにかく何か書きながら考えねえと。
And so I resolved to write. Things off the top of my head. This gets me a wrong ending, I swear to God. I definitely don't want to get her this. Oh my God, these words in this game are so hard for me to say! Ay, this is so hard for me to say. I definitely don't want to get her discombobulated by writing about my recent woes, so it might be better to write about how I've been feeling and what I've been thinking about lately instead of current events. So, what have I been thinking about? Yeah, only Cardia.
聞いてくれカルディ。お前がこの屋敷を離れてからお前の顔、お前の手、お前の唇、毒に隔てられなくなった今、もう俺たちを阻むものは何もない。苦しい人よ、どうかその唇
Did I do a wrong ending,
この私
chat?
の心の隙間を埋めてはくださいませんか。ってこれじゃ愛の告白じゃねえか。送れるかこんなもん。
I crushed the sheet of paper into a wad and hurl it violently into the bin. This is just embarrassing. It was worse than something of a certain hacked engineer who shall remain nameless, quite right. And what's worse, what if she reads it and gets the wrong idea, and the gulf between us grows even wider? I thought through things again, rewrote, discarded, rewrote, rinsed, repeat.
全然浮かばねえ。
Once the bin was completely full, I let my head fall into the desk and raise a weak cry.
なんかねえのか。
I'm trying to write a letter because I want to see her. That's the entire point. Yet, I can't even write those simple words. Really, how pathetic can I get? Groaning my cheek pressed against the surface of the deck, I noticed something lying on its far corner. It was the broadsheet newspaper Saint Germain had left earlier. That's right. The front page article was about the London. Oh wait, the London!
これなら。
Days passed in the blink of an eye. Before I knew it, it was only a few days until Christmas. All throughout the city, gleaming decorations were being hung and the grand Christmas market had sprung up. Preparations were being made across London for the sumptuous festivities to come, just as here on the particular high street. And of course, the spirit of Christmas had come up upon Saint Germain's manse as well.
あ、ルパン、そっちのベル取ってちょうだいな。ここの壁に飾り付けちゃうからさ。もしもし、ルパンさん、聞こえてる？
なあ、飾り付けな。ほらよ。
ああ、サンキュー。
Sissy!
うわー、ベル
Sissy
が
was
飛びついてきた！
Grace, Sissy was next to punch at Lupin. Well, technically, Sissy bit him.
っておいおいおい、違うでしょ。なんでシシーちゃん渡してくるわけ？
お悪いな、シシ。
そこは俺に謝るとこじゃないの？
まあまあ、ルパンもさ、ちょっとぼーっとしてただけだよ。それよりルパン、オーナメントの星を上の方に飾ってほしいんだけど、頼めね。
お 任せときな。身軽さが泥棒紳士の売りだからよ。よし、こいつでいいんだよな。
ルパン、足元足元。
うお
大丈夫？頭とか打ってない？
I crawl up from the beneath of the mountain of the ornaments and I took a swan dive into when I tripped. I wasn't seriously injured and the pain was negligible. Instead, I was shocked in disbelief at having tripped like this.
悪いフラン。壊れちまったやつがあったら後で修理しとくからよ。
I sighed and let my shoulders droop. Christmas is right around the corner. I've been doing my absolute best to get back to my old self, but what results to this?
困りましたね。華麗なる泥棒紳士ともあろうものがどうにも調子が出ませんね。
本格的に一回休んだら。最近日常生活も危うい感じだし、大きな事故が起きてからじゃ遅いよ。
この様子じゃ本当にな。マジでどっか病気だったりしない？
Seems he's really lost his edge without cardio, right?
違うって。体はどこも悪くねえんだ。
I'm well aware of the source of my ink. If I could somehow get past it, everything else would sort itself out. I think. I wasn't certain at all. My shoulders drooped even lower.
まあ、とりあえずは休憩としましょうか。
賛成。まだ時間に余裕あるし、最悪バンやドラちゃんが来てから手伝ってもらえばいいでしょ。
あいつらはもうじきロンドンに戻るんだったか。
うん。バンたちはその予定だけど、それ以外だと。
Just then, Saint Germain hurriedly takes a step forward before Victor can finish the sentence.
そうでした。ルパン、あなたに一つしてもらいたいことがありまして。
Victor seems consternated at having been cut off. I cocked my head. I cocked my head quizzically.
してもらいたいこと？
クリスマスパーティー用の食材を買い足していただきたいのです。そうでしたね、インピー。
そうだった。ちょっと待っててちょうだいな。今リスト作っちゃうからさ。
Impey jotted the list down with such speed it was thrust in my face before he had finished speaking. I glanced over the shopping list of Impeys and chuckled, sardically nodding at him.
そうだな。わかった。行ってきてやるよ。ここでぼーっとしてるよりは買い出しの方が役に立てそうだしな。
And with that, Lupin made his way warily out of the mansion.
伯爵
Victor fixed Saint Germain with a questioning look.
本当にまだルパンに知らせなくていいんですか？知ればルパンだって調子を取り戻したかもしれないし。
正直、私としても心苦しくはあります。ならば、少々恨まれることになっても、荒領事というものが必要でしょ。
さすがはクリスマスマーケット。思った以上の人手だな、こりゃ。
Grumbling about what a bother it is to shove through throngs of market goers, I steadily make my way forward. A vast sea of boisterous humanity surrounds me, making me merry. The location where the market proper was being held, especially resplendent. Catching snatchers of lively conversation as they ebb and flow all around gives me the impression of a festival grounds. The thing is, figuring out the real reason Saint Germain and Impey sent me out on this errand? Child's play. They just want me to step out of the house and into the city, refresh myself.
さんはともかくインピーのくせにまた余計な気を使わせちまったな。
As I survey the scene with a sigh, all manner of people hove into view, young and old alike. Couples arm in arm, rambunctious children, rambunctious children, watched over by their parents, groups of friends engaging in animated conversation. And it wasn't just people, every building was decorated, each market tent seemingly a different color. Very air seemed somehow Christmassy. I craned my head in all directions, yet nowhere do I fail to see glittering light.
ここの混み合い方もあれだな。ある意味泥棒の訓練になりそうだ。
Skillfully darting this way and through the gaps in the buzzing crowd, say, ideal practice for a thief's artful skills of disappearance. Hey, maybe if we can find the time I could have Cardia try her hand at... I sighed heavily and put a deliberate stop to that dead-end train of thought. Hey, that's boy. That's boy. No. Go stab that toy downstairs. Not supposed to have it. That's boy. That's boy. Do that. You're not supposed to have that toy. No. I'm not playing. Short. Go take it outside. No, mijo. I do not want to play. Get out. Go play. Go find someone. My mood is on a sharply descending curve in a marked contrast to the jolly atmosphere. No matter how much I pine and daydream about how lovely it would be to stroll through these streets together, I have the sinking feeling such fantasies will never become a reality. It's been a while since you've visited London. Why not take advantage of the Christmas holidays and come? A full calendar month has passed since I posted that letter. Regrettably, Cardia's response, which had now acquired an almost totemic significance, never materialized. I got the wrong ending, didn't I? I don't know. Neither did a reply to the duplicate letter I sent in case of an unforeseen accident.
せめて一言くらい返事が来るかと思ってたんだけどな。
Even recently as last month, Cardia's replies came as regularly as you please. Why now, all of time, to suddenly grow silent?
ひょっとして嫌われたってことはねえよな。
I shoved the distressing notion aside, forcibly extricating it from my thoughts. While living together amongst our friends, we came to know one another very well. No, I can say without an ego, the worst she might possibly harbor for me would be a sort of respect, not the distaste. Assuming that the instinct is correct. Other possibilities might conceivably include... Oh. I met someone! I met a man! We already began to plan our wedding! It would be ever so lovely if you could join us!
いやいやいやいや、そんなことあるわけあるわけ。
My outburst prompts more than one alarmed glance from passerbys, but the baleful looks hardly register. Not a one among us would deny that Cardia herself compromises her merry gang's finest treasure. Is this Among Us? Is that the imposter? Neither can I deny that suitors would line the high street to woo her. Even so, I refuse to believe one of these hypothetical suitors would be able to best me in winning her over. Yet this malignant hypothesis that she had found someone is unshakable. If she had decided to be with someone else from her crew, I might be able to bear it. Heart-rending though it would be. But canoodling with some random churlish low-born loot off the street.
絶対に許せっての？
随分と賑やかだね、泥棒紳士。
Jones?
それに
Hey!
こうもあっさり私の接近を許すとは、いくら街中が浮かれているとはいえ、油断しすぎではないかな。
なんだてめえか、ヘボ探偵。
I turn around to regard the great detective wearing, as always, an instructively composed smile. Not my favorite face in the world, perhaps. But with that moment, I was glad of anything that would take my mind off the track it's spiraling into, I think. I brushed Sholmes slightly to genial hand off my shoulder.
なんの用だよ。今日は別にお前に捕まるようなことはしてねえぞ。
ああ、分かっているとも。これはほんの挨拶だよ。私も今日は非番だからね。仮に逮捕の依頼があったとしても、今ここで君を捕まえはしないさ。
だったら勝負はまた今度だ。今日は買い物があるんでな。またな。
いや、待ちたまえ。そうせかなくてもいいだろう。
I attempt to summon an obnoxious air and hustle past the man, but it was no use. The not at all amateur sleuth was too sharp for his own good.
やはり今日の君は様子がおかしいね。普段の自信やスマートさが見る影もない。隙だらけだし、注意力も散漫だ。10分ほど尾行していたが、その間全く気づく様子がなかった。
お前、実は暇なんだろ。
先ほども普段の君ならとっくに気配を感じ取っていただろうに、正直驚いているよ。
うるせえ。あえて気づいてないふりをしてただけかもしれねえだろ。
The sulkiness in my own voice surprised me, but Sholmes merely crossed his arms and averted his eyes as if deep in thought. Quickly returning to his piercing gaze to mine, the detective made a statement I was certain I had already heard once today.
君のらしくない行動の理由、私が推察するに、原因はカルディア君のことだね。
First Saint Germain, now him? The Since when did I start becoming so easy to read?
なんでわかったんだよ。またお得意の推理ってやつか？
Yeah, Sholmes, how did you come up with that, you sussy baka?
尾行していたと言っただろう。その時に君は何かにつけて誰かを探す仕草を見せていた。あとは消去法だよ。つまり、
ああ、わかったわかった。それ以上言わなくていいっての。
Sholmes was aware of my teacher-student relationship with Pardia, so it was no great logical leap for him to make. But still, being told precisely what my problem was, but by yet another person, only underlined my restlessness further.
まあ彼女の事情については私は詳しくないし詮索する気もないが、君に覇気がないとこちらも張り合いがない。
いや、名探偵様の力を借りるようなことじゃねえよ。ちょっと連絡が取れてないってだけだ。
おい相棒、とっとと買い出し済ませて事務所。おい相棒、やっと見つけたぜ。勝手にどっか行きやがってこの野郎。とっとと買い出し済ませて事務所に戻るぞ。年末は大掃除って前も言っただろうが。
A voice called out from afar, effectively bringing the conversation to a close. It was a tall man I didn't recognize, waving his arms from some distance away.
呼ばれてるぜ、ショルメ。知り合いじゃねえのか？
ああ、彼もまた大事な友人さ。
Smiling apologetically, Sholmes turns and moves to walk up toward his companion, but leaves me with one last bon mot before doing so.
職業柄、いろいろな犯罪者や被害者を見てきた私だが、今の君は泥棒側というよりも、むしろ被害者側のような顔をしているね。
どういう意味だ、それ。
大切なものを盗まれてしまって、途方に暮れる被害者のような顔さ。
Sholmes chuckles dryly, pointing his finger directly at me.
ここで普通の被害者ならば、探偵にでも奪還を依頼するだろうが、君はそうではないだろう。
Sholmes finally walks away. Without looking back, however,
君には被害者の立場よりも泥棒側に立ってもらわないと、探偵としては張り合いがない。この後一体どう動いてみせるのか、興味深く拝見させてもらうとしよう。
何が拝見させてもらうとしようだ。
watching the great detective melt into the crowd, I resentfully spat out his word. Frankly, it was all I could do with them. Why? Because he had arrived at the truth of it, no matter how much his manner rubbed me in the wrong way.
そうだよ。あいつがいないってだけで、俺はこんなにも落ち着かなくなっちまう。
Damn.
大事なものを盗まれちまったみたいに。
How pathetic, how miserable to be admonished by Sholmes, my arch nemesis. Elegant gentleman thief indeed.
ああ、くそ！自覚すればするほど自分に腹が立ってきたぜ。手紙を出してただ返事を待つなんて、この泥棒紳士らしくもね
I stare at my hands. Hands with these hands I stole her away, the beautiful girl who believed she was a monster. But of course, she was never was a monster, only a girl I let slip through my fingers to walk her own path. But that was the past. No longer is she the key to some unspeakable terror. No longer does she have the life of the monstrous bearer of a deadly poison. Now, for completely different reasons entirely, I'm...
あいつを盗み出す。
Do it! I still can't fathom why Cardia hasn't replied to my letters, but whatever her reasons may be, how could this world's greatest thief possibly shirk away from reclaiming the finest prize he had ever won? I'm making this my second chance. That day, that terrible day, seeing her off to Wales, unable to stop her, I will not let that happen again.
待ってろよ、カルディア。
And that's probably where I may stop for the night. Well, the good thing is I don't think I got a bad ending, so yay! They're making Cardia out to be an object in this route. I know! No wonder she's like the main lead in this game, I swear. See? It's like a reverse harem. Well, yeah, you know what I mean. But, that's probably gonna be it for tonight. I had a feeling it was gonna be an hour and 30 minutes or close to an hour and 30 minutes tonight. But we'll see how far I get to, next Tuesday. Grace, thank you so much for modding. This was good. Sorry for all the, kind of the accidental stuff I kept doing. Forgot to change the stream title and had my Google Chrome on and it had my VOD playing. So if you heard a bit of an echo, I do apologize on that little mishap, so my apologies. I'll make sure to do that next time. So for Retro Throwback Thursdays, I'm thinking about maybe playing the Team Dark side story on Sonic Adventure 2 on Thursday, and then for Retro Throwback Thursdays, and then on Friday, no poll. I really want to catch up on Sonic Frontiers, because I have not played it since I tried to stream it a few weeks ago, but hopefully this time I want to try streaming that again and hopefully not deal with any crashes, but everything should be okay. And then I'll probably continue on with some more Final Fantasy VII Remake this Saturday, most likely, but that's probably going to be it for a while until maybe the last Friday of the year might be Crisis Core. I don't know yet, but I'll figure all that out. Of course, I'll post that on my social media, mainly Twitter. Once again, you guys can find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Hive, at BethAnime19. And probably how next week will go, probably the same stream schedule, except no Buster Days next Saturday, because next Saturday is Christmas Eve. And do not forget, on the 26th will be the 1-year anniversary stream. Me and Grace are working on a really cool project to show you guys. And we're going to be playing some Bayonetta 2. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. You guys have a great rest of your night. I will see you guys Thursday afternoon. Stay safe, stay hydrated, wear your mask, continue to spread love. I'll see you guys Thursday afternoon. Bye! Have a good night.